Welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. I'm Dan and I'm going to play the Weird deck, a deck implemented by Shift4 in a daily in 2012. And it's just weird. There is a name for it, I don't know the name. And I'm playing against Simic Infect as piloted by GRD. And this hand is of course a nightmare hand, so I'm gonna take a mulligan. This hand is almost as bad, so I'm gonna take another mulligan. This hand I'm gonna keep. And this deck mulligans quite well, but it does have a problem with Infect, because my deck is not fast. It's not very slow either, it's just weird. It's a really weird deck. If he just found something to bounce the reality acid here, we can deal with the first of his creatures. But Infect should be a horrible matchup, especially against the guys such as that we can't block. So we'll kill him very slowly with the reality acid. So next turn we're gonna have to look for a bounce, look for something to bounce it. We'll cast Utopia Sprawl for white, and then we'll have mana open enough for Dreamstalker and Core Skyfisher next turn. So we could actually manage to bounce the reality acid, though I'm not sure if we live that long. But Invigorate is gone, so we have a little chance. We are gonna draw two cards, one for the Visionary and one naturally. That effect is just very slow, but we need to bounce the reality acid. Gnarlid is an interesting option here, but it can't block, so it doesn't do anything. So he isn't an interesting option at all. He's just crap, really. So here's me playing Visionary for a green mana, keeping mana open. I have mana left for Skyfisher and the other guy, but I don't find any of them. And we're now probably dead. It's just a groundswell. That's all he needs, and then we're dead. But he plays an Ichor Mirror, and we could actually deal with Ichor Mirror with Gnarlid. So that's not too bad. We can deal with Glistener Elf with the Visionary. But how do we deal with Blighted Agent? And it's... he dies next turn, right? And that's not now. So we're gonna play the Gnarlid. It will save us from most things. But any grow spell and we are dead. Gnarlid is huge. Huge Gnarlid. He isn't that huge. He's a 6/6. Except that he's an 8/8. Oh, because of Rancor and Reality Acid. Sorry. Didn't think about that. Okay, Gnarlid, hold the gates. Oh no, it's Groundswell and we've lost. So, Shift4. Shift4 created this deck in the days of real Infect decks with Invigorate. So, what did he plan to do against them? Let's see. I think Parallax Dementia goes in. No, none of the land destruction. Taking out the lone missionaries. Two of them at least. We could play the Tin Street Hooligans instead, as they can destroy Icoclaw Myr. And I think we could take out a Momentary Blink, because it does not work on enchantments, right? No, it doesn't. I'm not sure about the last thing, but I tend to take out singleton cards when I don't know. This should be better for us, so let's see if we can actually win against Infect. I think Infect is a horrible matchup, and I'm glad it's gone from the metagame. Here, for example, we have a lot of stuff going on, but we still can't deal with any Infect guy, except blocking them with Skyfisher and other means, which is probably what we will do. I'm taking blue here and white with the second one. Then I'm gonna play the Prism, and then I'm gonna take Prism to my hand again. Play white, blue, Prism, throw a card, Reality Acid. That's interesting. I have Reality Acid Dreamstalker, but I only have 4 mana, and I need 5 for the combo. But I would rather play the Dreamstalker first, as it is a better blocker. Unless I find a mana. Okay, so we're playing the Dreamstalker. Returning Prophetic Prism. Playing Prophetic Prism. Trying to draw the land. Tin Street Hooligan is pretty good, so we are happy with him. We'll just block with the Dreamstalker here. Yes, we'll just block all day. We can use Tin Street Hooligans twice as well, which is good. Dreamstalker is gonna take a beating by this block, but rather him than us. Predator Strike will of course suck now. I was thinking we don't have red mana, but we have the Prism. So Tin Street Hooligan will do a lot of work. And this is awesome because Dreamstalker is getting killed instead of us. And that's something we really like to see. We could also draw the land here. We don't draw the land, so we'll still go for the Tin Street Hooligan Dreamstalker combo. Destroy target artifact. Is that okay? Or do you have protection? And I think we're going for the Prophetic Prism. And he did have protection. That's a shame, so we are gonna have to do it again. So we are playing Dreamstalker, getting back the Tin Street Hooligan. We still haven't got a poison counter, so that's pretty good. We now have the 5 mana, So we might go, as this guy will probably live. Yes. So we can go for the Reality Acid combo immediately. So let's do just that. Hey, I'm doing this all wrong. Blue paying a green, so it's Reality Acid, and we're keeping a white man open. That didn't work very well. So we got to cancel and then play the Skyfisher for the Dreamstalker. And then try Tin Street Hooligan Dreamstalker again. I think this time we might actually take the damage, because we haven't taken one poison counter yet. Okay, giving it a new try. Tin Street Hooligan. Destroy target artifact. This thing. Abundant growth. And we could just cast Prism right away here, which is probably the right thing to do, and save the Dreamstalker for something good. And now we actually get to beat down. If he doesn't play a creature next turn, we will just cast the Muldrifter and draw a lot of cards. If not, we will have to think about what to do. That's not fun. There is a Glistener Elf. We are on alert. That Glistener Elf needs to die somehow. Maybe the right way to kill the Glistener Elf is to actually draw a lot of cards. So let's try that. Yes. And I think I'm gonna keep the people home for blocking purposes. No, I'm not. I'm gonna block with the Muldrifter and put some pressure on him. And next turn I can just flood the board with Visionaries. Or do I want the Muldrifter back? If he lives, I want him back. Otherwise, I'm happy to sacrifice him on the altar of technological success. I have a feeling this will hurt. But killing the Listener Elf made it worth it. Another Muldrifter. Which is pretty awesome. And Visionary. Flicker is pretty good. So Flicker for 3 cards. I suppose that's the right thing to do. Flicker for cards. Some land. We have 4 mana left, so we can just cast another Muldrifter. We can just discard that guy and the land. And here's the kill. I think you could easily say that this deck got going. Yay! Charge! Charge of the Weird Brigade. And it's 1-1 against blue-green Infect. Do we really think this is the right sideboarding tactics? Of course we do! This is not much of a hand, so we have to send it back. And we have to send the next hand back. And the next hand. We'll go to 3, and that's where we keep. That was hard. But this is a part of Magic, and now we will try the utmost, because we maybe have 1% chance of winning now. But to become a winning tournament player, you have to succeed winning 1% of the time when you have 1%. And that is very hard actually, because you will get frustrated and lose 100% of the time. But you have to get that 1%, because winning in Magic means getting and using every edge you have. So especially if it gets to be like 5 or 10% chance of winning, then you really have to get those 5 and 10%. And don't give them away. Double Rancor. Groundswell. We are pretty short on mana, and we are dead next turn. Which of course is quite a problem. It might even be the case that we don't have anything that can deal with a Rancor Blighted Agent in one turn. I don't think we do. No, we are just dead. Thank you for watching MagicGatheringStrat. I was playing the Weird deck from Shift 4, and I played against Simic Infect.